And we continue to follow COVID-19 reopenings in the province of Ontario and the city of Cornwall. Joining me now from the Cornwall Public Library is Pierre Dufour. Welcome, Pierre.
Hi, thanks for having me.
All right, so Pierre, since March, we've spoken to you about the online component for the library to curbside pickup, and now the doors have reopened. So let's talk about that process.
Sure, we have started with, as you mentioned, with curbside pickup. Seems like a long time ago now, but it was back in May, and then we opened up the pickup for people to come indoors to do that rather than curbside, which was a success as well. And now, as of this past Tuesday, we've actually opened up the library so people can come in and actually browse the shelves. Something that hasn't been done since March. And judging from our first day and going into second day, it's been extremely popular. We have a lot of traffic flow through the library stacks already.
And that's wonderful to hear. Now, of course, with that, there are always safety measures in place. So why don't you talk to me a little bit about what the library has put in place to make sure that staff and patrons are as safe as possible?
Yeah, we do have safety measures in place as well. So we have no washrooms open at the moment to the public. We have no water fountains. There's no seating. So it's basically for people to come in and pick up their material and move along. We do ask people to limit themselves to 30 minutes to allow the maximum amount of people in the library at any one time. So it's a step up from what we were doing, and we're hoping to provide the computer access, public computer access, starting next week. But we do have hand sanitizing stations as well everywhere, signage everywhere. Distance markers on the floors, arrows indicating direction between the stacks. So everything's in place as you would see in a lot of other places as well. So I think, and of course wearing a mask, which is mandatory coming into the library for visits.
Excellent. And apart from all that, Pierre, what can people do to, like, what would you ask of people apart from obviously following the safety measures to ensure that their visit is as safe as possible?
Well, they can always check our website to see what's new and what changes that we have made. That would be a first step. People are still going into their account and reserving books and just picking them up. So that's a really good option because that saves you a lot of time as opposed to browsing the stacks. So I would advise people to check our website, check our Facebook feed, and see if anything's different. To come in ready with what they have in mind to do, get their cards ready, to keep their visit as short as possible, but keeping in mind that you have 30 minutes to browse because it does take a lot of time, and that we have both departments open. That's the adult department on the first floor as well as the children's department. We have limited amount of time to do a reader's advisory, but we will help people find books. But the better prepared they are if they know what they want, the better. The only part of our circulation component that's not currently available is DVDs and CDs, that sort of thing. They are available if you order them through your account. Otherwise, when you come to the circulation desk, they'll come and pick up for you. We just don't have people browsing that particular collection at the moment.
All right, and you mentioned the children's department, of course, and that's certainly an important aspect to have right now, given the fact that kids, are having an extended March break or an extended summer, and certainly are looking for things to do. So maybe talk a little bit about that and the importance of reading at that age.
Well, we have a great collection, of course, of children's materials. We have Vox readers, which is something we introduced back in January, which is a book that reads itself to the kids. Very, very popular. So we do have that. We have little incentive prizes. Anytime anyone borrows a children's book, they have a little incentive prize. That's part of our TD Summer Reading Club. Then we'll have a draw at the end of the summer for larger prizes. Anyone that's borrowed a book, they can just drop it into a ballot box and then they qualify for the draw. So that sort of thing. So we're doing that to encourage people to continue reading to the children. And yesterday, being the first day open, the children's department was quite busy. So that's very encouraging.
Absolutely. Just hearing how busy it is, it just reinforces the fact that how important the library is to our community. So on that note, Pierre, I'd like to thank you very much for joining me and updating our viewers on the library reopening. And of course, it's very exciting news that the doors are open right now. So thank you once again.
I thank you. It's always a pleasure.